Welcome to Behind the Design with Jacqueline Green. I'm a marketing pro, entrepreneur, and mom of two. I blend my experiences in marketing, interior design, and education with a side of humor to help small business leaders grow their businesses. Get ready for some practical, expert tips from someone who knows the industry inside and out. Now let's jump in today's topic. Hi, today we're going to talk about how to use Instagram, how to build your foundation and have a strong Instagram for your business. And so I'm going to give you 5 strategies that will help you kind of build that foundation and start really encouraging your reach, improving your engagement, building loyal followers, and really building your brand up using Instagram. The very first one that we're going to talk about is your posting is consistency. It's posting consistency. And I think this is probably the number one thing that I see people making that mistake. What'll happen is they'll start posting a bunch of Instagram and it'll be 2 weeks or 3 weeks and they're like, well, I'm not really getting anything. And it's not really how Instagram works. And so then they'll give up, right? Because they're not seeing the results. And truly, if you want to build a brand by using Instagram, you're looking at 6 months to a year. Anyone who tells you it's going to be shorter than that, it's not. They're lying. It takes time. And because there's so much out there, it's so cluttered. Just because you may post something, your audience, your ideal client may not see that the first time. You may have to post 20 times before they actually start registering and seeing your brand. So it takes time. The consistency of always allowing that. I mean, if you see somebody's post once and then you don't see them for a month, you forget. You just do. There's just so much clutter. And so it's really important that you stay on a consistent schedule. Start with 3 times a week. When you get really good at 3 times a week, increase that. Now, often businesses see that they see the weekend as the weekend because we don't work on the weekend. But it is really important that you use that weekend as well. A lot of people do scroll through social on the weekends. So Saturday and Sundays might be a really great opportunity for you to post more personal posts that maybe kind of help your audience understand who you are behind that brand. So you really want to take action in the sense of have a content calendar and follow the content calendar. You can use scheduling tools. We use later.com. I'll put the link down below. We use later.com and we schedule that out. Now, my next tip for you is to build your profile so that it really reflects your brand. If you're using Instagram for a business, you need to move it over to a business account. It doesn't cost anything additional. You can either take your personal and just move that to a business, or you can just start a business. But it's really important to actually start operating as a business for a couple different reasons. One of the biggest things on Instagram is that you'll have access to Instagram Insights, which tells you how your posts are doing. It shows you your reach, your impressions, what's happening within, what are people reacting to. So there's a lot of good analytic tools there that can help you really kind of strengthen your overall. When you move that over to a business, you want to make sure your profile is set up accordingly. You want to make sure that profile is set up with your brand in mind. Use a professional photo or use your logo. Then you want to make sure that the description, your profile description, has keywords that somebody would use to search for your brand. You also want to include a call to action. So if someone looks at your profile, what happens is someone will see you through their feed and then they may click and say, okay, who is this person? I want to know more. You want to make sure that profile really resonates and tells people how to work with you, what you do, what services you offer. It needs to be clear and concise. Now, I mentioned keywords in there. Those profile bios are actually searchable. So you want to use keywords because somebody might search for those keywords. Easy as that. Now, number 3, I guess I'm on 3 now. On number 3, we're going to write engaging, story-driven content. It's not good enough just to put a description of whatever you're posting, whether it be a video or a picture. you want to actually tell a story behind that. Where did that come from? How did that happen? What's the behind the scenes? What is the story behind that? Nothing drives me more crazy when I want to hear what the story is of a certain shot or where this picture was taken or things like that. And so you really want to kind of fill that in. Again, you're going to use some of your keywords and your branding to circle back and make sure you have the right brand and make sure you're telling people what you're all about. Now, beyond those descriptions, why are we doing this? Why are we saying, okay, storytelling is so important? That's a lot of work. Yes, it is. But what it is that you're making a connection with someone. People want human connection. So even though it's online, it's still a social platform and you want to make a connection with them. Even if it's a brand, that humanizing your brand really makes an impact. People want to work with the people they know, trust, and like. The other tip I have for you is to make sure that on your descriptions, you're ending with a question, a call to action. You're asking their opinion on this. You're asking for something else. Because the point of Instagram is they like to really see engagement. And if you're asking, hey, what do you think about this? Or where have you traveled to that you really loved? You're really kind of instigating that engagement. So that's really important aspect. So don't lose out on that opportunity. Okay, now my fourth tip is using hashtags correctly and using the right hashtags. Hashtags are great, and you want to use a mix of niche as well as popular ones. You don't want all popular, you don't want all niche. What I recommend is you make a list of 10 to 15 hashtags that really, represent your brand, that people that you want to see your content might use to find more content. Then what you're going to do is you're just going to kind of circle or cycle through those. You're not going to put all 10 or 15 in every content, but you're just going to test them. Put 3 to 5, see how they do. Do a mix too of location based. We talk a lot about location and how important, especially if you're a company that serves a certain market or industry, you want to have those locations. And like I said, you're just going to rotate through those different hashtags and see what's working and what's not working. You can research and see and plug those hashtags in and see what type of content is being posted under those hashtags to make sure that, that's the right hashtag for you. So, all right, my last tip for you. And before I do, please make sure you subscribe. We have a lot of content that we push out. We want to make sure you see it all, but it also helps us reach more people when you subscribe to our channel. The next one I want to talk about is your time to post. People don't realize how important it is for posting times. And you can figure this out either by looking at insights. So if you look at your Instagram insights, you can see where people are reacting. You can even figure out which days are better than other days. And then, or you can use like a scheduling tool. Later.com just does it for us. It actually highlights when the best time to engage or the best time to post. The other part of that is Instagram works so it sees your post in the first 30 minutes. If it's getting a lot of engagement, it will repeat and show again. It'll show it to more people. And the idea is that you reach more people. And so you really need to get that engagement number up. Now, one thing you can do is as soon as you put a post out, you can go ahead and also add that to your story. So you're increasing that engagement. Be sure that you are, asking for that engagement. Add a call to action. Add a, hey, what's your opinion on this? What do you think about this? That will help the engagement. Remember, the more people that see it, the better chances you are to generate opportunities and leads. Okay, so that is 5 things that you have to know to really build a strong foundation within Instagram. Now stay tuned because I have another video following this. You want to check it out. I'm going to cover 5 more for you. And if you haven't, hit that subscribe button. Lastly, I have an offer for you. I have a free 30-day content calendar help you get started. It's down below. I give you the link. I give you a code so you can get it for free. It's normally $19.99, but that is going to help you jumpstart your Instagram efforts. Okay, and I will see you in the next video.